Hola, team! I'm so glad that we have some new and fresh blood on our team. I know it's kind of been a while since it's been like 2 weeks since we've had a team call for Now Empowered. Um, I know last week we didn't because I really wanted you guys to focus on team Drop the Cookies call that was at 8:30. Um, so I hope you guys checked that out and applied it to your business. So I kind of wanted to talk to you about what's going on going forward. There's a lot of things going on, and we do have new members on our team as well. So I want to kind of get everybody on the same page, and also to talk to you guys about the 5 things that made my business very successful, especially in the beginning when I first started as a coach. So we have, I believe by next week, we have 4 new coaches coming into our team. So I wanted to try something a little bit new, which I'm going to mention at the end of this meeting. So first things first, when I first started out as a coach, I had no idea what I was doing. So if you're a new coach, you're out there and you're like, I have no idea what to do, just remember I was in your position too, and I had a coach and mentor who helped guide me, and that's what I'm here to do for you too. I'm here to guide you as well. So when I first started, I started becoming what we call a product of the product. And that's what I have everybody doing in the Conquer Your Life group, where you start from day 1 of your program. You get to know your program as far as the manual and the nutrition plan and the workouts. So we get you into the groove of working out. You learn the basics of working out, especially if you're in your first 21 days and you're doing 21-day fix. That's an awesome program. If you're doing 80-day obsession with the group 2, that is our newest program that's out, and it's very challenging. They're both very challenging, especially if you're just coming in as a new coach. So that was basically the first thing I was doing. I'm going to go over the 5 things. So that's basically being a product of the product, inviting, your personal development, recognition, and social media posting. So for number 1, the product of the product is basically following a program. That's 21-day fix, insanity, 80-day obsession, any of the programs that we have. Most of us are doing either 21-day fix or we're doing the 80-day obsession. So that's what I was doing. I was working out. Oops, sorry. I was working out and I was sharing about it. I was going on social media and I was sharing about my results, about how I was feeling, and what I was eating and the things about the nutrition plan. I was sharing about Shakeology and how much it benefited me. And the thing is, I wasn't selling to them. I was sharing my experience. It was basically a blog on Facebook. That's what I was doing. So I was like, day 1, this was what's going on. Day 2 out of 21, this is what I was doing. And I showed them the results too. So that's also a part of what we call attraction marketing, which is what you're also going to be doing in your training. And you're going to be learning about attraction marketing and curiosity marketing in your training as well. So that was number 1, product of the product. So we have to see your results first so you can go ahead and share it with others, and so they can see that it works too, okay? And that you're trusting the process in doing the program. So number 2 is invite. Inviting is so important. Now, remember when we all first started talking? When I first started talking with you, was it you that messaged me or was it me that messaged you? Okay. You have to remember that when you are inviting others to join you and helping others in their journey too, just remember how you were when you first started. You're kind of iffy, like, who is this person talking to me? Like, or you probably saw my social media and was like, you know what, I really want to try that. Let me reach out to her. Most of the time, people are not going to have the courage to reach out to you. So that's why I was like, okay, I have to go to them. Because if they were like me, or a lot of us, we're scared to reach out to people and ask them, you know, hey, what are you doing? Can you help me out? But at first they're skeptical so they want to watch you. That's why we do product of the product, and do the workouts, and we post on social media and kind of blog about it. So we invite them and invite them to trust us as well. So of course, you know, in the inviting process, we're asking basically permission for us to help them. We're helping them in their journey, whatever goals they have, whether it be if they want to become a coach, or if they really just want to lose 15 to 20 pounds. Not everybody wants to become a coach, although I think everyone should be a coach because it's so awesome. Do they want to, you know, have an online business where they can stay home with their family, with their kids, and watch their kids? They don't have to put them in daycare. Where they have the freedom to travel, they have the freedom of time, they have the freedom of income, have income coming in. If you're a stay-at-home mom and you don't have a job, you can make success in having a business that you have at home while you watch your kids. Like, and mind you, if you're a mom, a stay-at-home mom, you guys kill it in this business. Or if you're a single mom, you kill it even better. And we will show you in training as to why. So that was number 2. I had to invite. And the thing is, for the time where I the time that I got started, I thought I had no time. So when people tell me like, oh, you know, I'm so busy, I can't do that. That's funny because when I started, I thought I was too busy to work on my dream. And my dream was to go travel the world and have my own business. And it worked for me while I did the things that I loved. And also to bring home income for my family and be home with my family and not at work. I'm sorry, it's so dark in here. So I'm trying to my goodness. Maybe we can go closer to my light. Sorry. I hope you guys can see me better, in your face. So that's another thing when you have to think about when you're thinking about inviting. And if you need help with the invite process, again, it's in training. I believe it's like day 3 to 5. Yeah, and that was really it. For the invite process for now. Number 3, your personal development. Now, personal development is basically attaining information or educating yourself on how to become really just a better person, or whatever it is that you want to improve in your life. The personal development books, like the self-help books, those are the things that we talk about when we're in personal development podcasts, even researching the products, anything that's going to help you educate yourself in order to run your business, in order to help you through your journey. So personal development is number 3. It's like the biggest, probably one of the biggest, most important factors. So, or vitals that we do in our business. And that's the first thing is to read the 3 top personal development books that I recommend to you guys. And it's recommended for almost every coach out there. The first one being The Compound Effect. Completely changed my life, completely changed my business and how I looked at life and my business. Number 2, You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. That is like the ultimate favorite of almost every coach that I know, is You Are a Badass, because it totally changes your thinking. You're thinking about life and how to really become greater, or become the person that you want to be, instead of being the person you don't want to be. That's number 2. Number 3 is how to influence, what is it? How to talk to friends and influence people. I believe that's what it's called. How to talk to friends and influence people. Yes. I believe that's what it's called, by Andrew Carnegie. It's the best book. The reason why is because it's really taught me how to step outside my comfort zone and talk to people in a certain way. Those 3 books I highly recommend if you're starting out. I will tell you right now, when I first started, I did not start reading these books right away. I waited like 6 months into my coaching career until I hit like a standstill. I'm like, why am I not hitting my goals? Why am I not being successful in my business anymore? I'm like, what is going on? And then my mentor called me and she was like, what's your personal development book you're reading right now? I'm like, I just finished The Compound Effect. And she's like, you read 1 book in the last 6 months that you've been a coach? I'm like, yeah. She's like, that's what it is. Your personal development. You need to work on it. I was like, okay. And let me tell you, it changed everything about my business. And every coach will tell you, and every successful coach will tell you, especially our uplines, personal development. Personal development is practically one of the first things that you have to work on as a coach every single day. You have to show up every single day in your personal development. That also includes your national wake-up calls on Monday. They start at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. That includes your Dream Core calls on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and your Now Empower calls at 7:30 on Thursday nights, and your Team Drop the Cookie calls. Your most important ones are the National Wake Up Call and the Wednesday Night Dream Core calls, and Now Empowered. You guys gotta make those, because those are nuggets of gold. These are the most successful coaches that are sharing their stories and they're sharing their tips in order to help you with your business. Okay, so get on those calls if you can. Get on these calls. Every other Thursday, we are to have a meeting unless specified. The reason being is because the Team Drop the Cookie calls, which is our upline. Elizabeth Hartkeys is Drop the Cookie. And she is our superstar 15-star diamond. That is Colleen's coach or mentor. So important to have these calls and be on them. If not, they're usually recorded, but being on them is a totally different story. Those are things that you don't want to miss. When I first started out in coaching, I would be in my college class with my headphones on listening to a call instead of listening to my professor. And I don't recommend doing that if you're in college or in school, but that's what I did. I know it was really bad. And like I was saying before, I started in the time of my life where I thought I had no time. I literally was working 8 to 5, and then I would have to go to school, be at school by 7, so I had to leave the house by 6 because it's 45 minutes away, and then I'd be home at 10, 11 o'clock, guys. So I had 1 to 2 hours to work my business, plus breaks at my job. So when I was on the toilet, I was working a post, or I was inviting. If I was on my lunch break, I was scheduling a 10 to 15 minute call, and I would eat lunch at the same time. So those are the pockets of time that you're going to have to build your business, especially if you have kids or have a job or go to school, or if you have other extracurricular activities. Those are the sacrifices that we make, or we have to make in order to be successful. So, number 4, recognition. Recognition is so important, and they made this as part of the vitals. I'll tell you guys what the vitals are. We're going over them right now. The vital of recognition is so important because we need to know that you're helping other people, right? You're not just like helping yourself. So recognition is basically recognizing, people on your team, people on other teams, people's successes, your challenge groups, your challengers, Anyone who's drinking Shakeology, like that's what we call, that's what we want for recognition, is to basically, you know, let others know that you're helping other people too. It's not just you. And also your other fellow coaches who, whenever they rank advance or whenever there's an anniversary or a birthday, things like that. And number 5, social media. Whenever I was sharing or posting something on social media, you know how they say, I do it for the likes. I do it for the messages, basically. And social media, it's so important to show up every single day on social media, because that kind of, it shows that you're showing up, not only for your business, not only for your product of the product and showing that you're still continuing to work out and things like that, but for yourself. It gives you time, or it gives you the opportunity to have that time for yourself to write your thoughts down and to also talk to your audience about what it is that you're thinking, what it is that you're doing, how you're trying to get all this into your busy life and try to make and try to still coach while all this chaos is going on in your life. So social media is super, super important. So those 5 things, I'm going to name them again. Product of the product. 2 is invite. Personal development is number 3. Number 4 is recognition. This is what we call the 4 vitals in coaching, and you're going to continue to hear them all the time. Okay? And we add 1 to our team, which is social media. That's 5. These have to happen every single day. Okay, in order for you to build your business. Remember, all of us start in the same place. We start at the bottom, and we have to build our business. And in order to do that, we have to do the vitals every single day. And that's why I let you guys know, master the power hour. So if you haven't had your Getting Started Right call with me, I'll go over that. I'll go over how you can do your power hour. In just an hour a day, you can work your business, okay? And it doesn't have to be like exactly an hour. You don't have to work it in a whole hour, but you can break it up. You can do like 15 minutes on your lunch break, or 15 minutes while the kids are napping, or do your full hour while the kids are sleeping, things like that. There are sacrifices that you are going to make. But remember, you still gotta have fun with it. You know, when I first started, I was like stressing out, but at the same time, when I started getting results and started like talking to people and talking to those like me who are like-minded like me, it was just so much more fun. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting results, I'm helping others, like, and we're having fun doing it all in this challenge group, you know? So another few things other than the 5 vitals, dive into the training, okay? Have them get started right call with me. So if you haven't done those, get those in. So when I first started as a coach, I showed up with my 4 vitals plus the social media, and I dove into the training. That was all I did in order to be a successful coach, especially in the beginning. There's another thing that I wanted you guys to figure out, or when you're in storytelling mode, especially in social media. When you are a marketing influencer, this is what we call ourselves too, an influencer or an online marketer, we get into attraction marketing. And attraction and curiosity marketing is really, it's something that it's a phenomenon that's happened in the last 2 to 3 years. And Shalene was talking about it at our last summit. And she also mentioned why it's so important to figure out your why, because that is all part of attraction marketing also, and curiosity marketing. And like I said, you'll figure all that out in training. when you're figuring out your why, this is your why story. We call your why story. Number one, you want to craft your story on how things were before you started this journey, why you joined. Was it because of your coach? Was it because of, you wanted to get certain results? Was it because of your family? You wanted to spend more time with your family, so you wanted to become a full-time coach, part-time coach, hobby coach, whatever it is. Number three, how things became after you started. And number four, where do you plan to take your journey? Where do you plan to take coaching? Where do you plan to take your challenge groups? Your fitness and wellness journey. Another thing about crafting your story, and I will help you craft your story. You're going to have to tell it in different ways. You're not going to be telling it every single day at the same time, the same way in a post. You're going to have to tell your story in different ways. So it's actually really good to take a look at these successful coaches out there who are telling their story, and you'll see how they tell your story. Go ahead and mirror them. Don't copy them, but mirror what they're doing and add your own flair. Okay, we don't want to copy and paste stuff, but add your own flair. Another thing, aside from the training, what you might want to work on first is your quick start. There's a quick start guide in Dream Core. Remember, I did send you guys an email when you first started, your welcome email that included the instructions to go into Dream Core and sign up for the training and the quick start. And then the training you'll do on your own, and then we have an accountability events page in Now Empowered. Okay, so whenever you're doing your training, you're going to hold yourself accountable and reply to the events page in Now Empowered for training. Do make sure that you get your website and your EFT set up. We wanna pay you. And also your profile. That is all in the training as well. If not, please ask me, see me. Why I'm here. Okay, next on the list. I want to explain to you guys rank. So there are certain ranks that we have in coaching where you do get paid a bonus. When you hit a certain rank, that means your team volume has grown. So if you're just starting out as a coach, we have what we call Emerald. When you are an Emerald, you are a coach, and then you have two other coaches on your left and right leg. Again, it will be explained in training, but Emerald also means that you're growing your business and you're also helping others either grow their business or have or start their fitness and wellness journey with you. So of course you get an extra $14 as part of a bonus in what we call our cycles, and we'll learn more about that later. Compensation, we'll learn more about that later, but just remember, when you receive Emerald in your first month, okay, and you sign up another coach. So if you were to sign up 3 people with, or help 3 people with a challenge pack and become a coach, so those 3 people, you hit what we call SC. That is called Success Club. So for each person, that's 2 points when you help them with a challenge pack and become a coach. So that's 6 points that you have. And with those 3 people, if you help them in your first 30 days that you signed up, you have your first month free of 3 months to go to get a free ticket to Summit. I'm not sure if I confused you, so let me say it again. So Success Club points are based on the challenge packs or any home direct. So each challenge pack is 2 points. Okay, Shakeology is 1. So say, for example, you have 3 people, 2 people, you have 3 people sign up and 2 people receive a challenge pack and 1 person receives Shakeology. So you have 2 points for each challenge pack. So that's 2 plus 2 is 4. And then Shakeology is 1. This person only got a Shakeology. So that is 1 point. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. So we would say SC5. You're going to hear a lot of this lingo saying Success Club and SC. So Success Club 5 is the minimum in order to go ahead and hit, your goal every single month. So that's 3 to 5 people every month. When you receive SC10, that's like 5 people with a challenge pack, then you receive even higher bonuses and commission also. Now remember, you're going to start out just with retail commission because you don't have a team yet. So when you do have a team, your volume's going to grow. So we went over Success Club. Okay, now I'm going to go back to Emerald. When you become Emerald and you sign up your minimum of 3 people, you technically only need 2 people to become Emerald, or you need 2 people to become Emerald, and you'll have 1 person on your left leg and 1 person on your right leg in your downline genealogy. So that takes care of Emerald and SE points. Now, when you hit or when you achieve Success Club for 3 consecutive months from the first 30 days that you started, you get a free ticket to Summit. And that is like the most important event in coaching, because that's where not only you meet your team, but that's when we get like, it's basically this huge conference for coaches. And we have speakers, we have guest speakers, some even celebrity speakers. So, and it's a lot of fun. This year will be Indianapolis. Right now, I believe it's a $145 ticket. Unless you do get what we call the Success Starter, which is you get Success Club for 3 straight months and you get to go for free, or you get a ticket free. Now, that is Summit. And also, every time you hit Success Club, that also adds up to the Success Club trip. Every year we have a Success Club trip. This year is Riviera Maya. Last year was Dominican Republic. And you're able to earn that trip for free, plus a guest. So for you and a guest, it's free for you to go on the Success Club trip. But mind you, you do have to hit Success Club every single month in order to go. And they're a ton of fun. You guys can do it. I did it. There's other coaches who are successful in doing it, so I know that you can do too. And who wouldn't want a free trip for helping others in their journey, right? So that's SE and Summit. So this is my challenge to you for the next 30 days. Okay, granted, we do have the $25 gift card. We do have like, mini weekly challenges, which I'm holding for the team in Conquer Your Life. So there's a $25 gift card challenge that's ending tomorrow. And I'm not seeing a lot of participation on it. So you guys have 1 more day on that. For next week, we have the Nike challenge. I know a whole bunch of people are actually really excited for that. But for the next 30 days, as a team, I want you guys to show up to the trainings and showing up with the vital behaviors that I was talking to you guys about earlier. That's the 4 vitals plus social media. Okay? Do that every single day for the next 30 days, starting Monday. Okay? And remember, training already started. I'm not sure if anybody's seen the accountability posts that were up this past Wednesday, which was yesterday. But day one was yesterday, so gotta get gotta get on that. So that is my challenge to you. And what I'm gonna do for you guys that we haven't done before on this team is have a success pod. I'm going to have all of our new coaches. I'm going to have all of our coaches in one success pod so you can all interact with each other, get to know each other, work together, partner with each other. Guys, if it wasn't for my success partners, I would not be this successful. Okay, thank God for them. The thing is, my success partners that first started out with me are no longer coaches. But that is another thing you're going to see too. You do have to work hard in this business. Okay, but I promise you the rewards are so worth it. But some people give up, some people are gonna quit. There are times in this business that are, that you really have to dig in, and you gotta stay motivated and inspired to keep going forward. Okay, and you'll see that. You'll see there are going to be times where you don't want to work your business, where you don't want to work out, where you just don't feel like it. But remember, it's not about what you feel like doing. It's a matter of, it really is a matter of why. Remember why you started your journey. Remember why you became a coach, because those challenges, those tough times are really going to make or break you. Okay? And I know you guys can do this. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. And just remember the person that you want to become. The person you want to become is there. You just got to get there. You've already started, so why are you going to quit, right? And trust me, I've had my days. I've had my days where I was exhausted and I just didn't want to show up, but I showed up anyway. Okay? There's going to be times that you're going to be scared to do things, and you're going to be, afraid of talking to people like I was. What I'm doing right now, having meetings and doing trainings and doing recordings, I would never have done that back then. The way I talk right now with confidence, I was never like that back then. So remember why you started. It is the most important thing to remember when you are just feeling down and just like feeling like you want to quit. So, like I said, my success partners that I started out with a while ago are no longer coaching, and I have found another success partner, and you guys will get to meet her. I'm actually talking to her tomorrow on a phone call. You guys will get to meet her, I hope, for our next team call. So she'll be on there. That's it. That's all I have for you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. And please, 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 please get into the trainings and hold yourselves accountable for this, okay? I'm going to be on your butts about it. So that's it. I'll let you guys go. Have an awesome night.